Is that right? And then we have $1 million in the general fund. Someone correct me if I'm wrong now, because y'all know the numbers better than I do. But she's saying, why isn't that money spent and everyone have a good road? Okay, can only be spent for the road department. What she's saying. Given that premise, who's up next? Remember, I told you it's hard to remember. Judge. Okay, Judge. Go ahead.
I am so proud. When I come here, there was no money left over, but there are now. There's $1 million sitting there. Like I told you about the FEMA money, we had 51 roads that went down on us. We did not have to wait for FEMA. I have rode FEMA around and talked with them and all that, and I would be glad when they send the $600,000. But we didn't have to do that. The Quorum Court was able to give me the $500,000 out of that. I think there's $1.3 million or $1.4 million in the savings. They was able just to hand that to us, where we could keep this road thing going right on.
By you saving that money, didn't some of the roads in Miller County and Miller County citizens, that buses go down and mail carriers go down, and when it rains you can't hardly go down, did they not go without?
No, sir. No, sir. I don't know of a bus that's going down the road that can't get there.
They're still not paved, and I know some roads when it rains a hard rain that you cannot drive a pickup truck down.
Yes, sir. Do I finish or what?
I'll take care of it. Well, let's finish a second. Excuse me, sir, we want to have a spirited debate. We appreciate your participation, but please wait until you recognize so that we can move this thing along. Please, thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna let Larry say his piece for about a minute, and then I'm gonna give the judge 30 seconds to finish whatever he needs to say, okay?
He's not a plant. Actually, I really can't answer the questions because I'm not the judge. But I do know 5 months ago when him and I was a meet the candidates thing he was doing, and he did brag about having 1.5 million left over. And my way of thinking was that was a slap to the taxpayer's face. I didn't know it was in the saving business. I thought we should be fixing roads, and I thought the money should be spent. I know you got to have a little bit for a rainy day, but and maybe I'll find out something different when I get in there. But the way I look at it is the money, taxpayers pay the money to have their county fixed, to have the roads and the ditches mowed, ditches made. And to me, I couldn't understand why there's $1.5 million left over. Yeah, maybe he can explain on that.
Thank you, Judge. You get your 30 seconds, whatever you want to say on that, Judge.
Questions from ex-employees and ex-county judges, I don't know. But anyway, I am proud of what Miller County has in their savings account. I am proud of the money that's put back for a rainy day fund. I know what it is to do with that. I know what it is to, when somebody calls you, you can't go out and fix their road. You can't go do this. You have a repair such as a grader or something that costs $6,000 or $8,000. We don't have to worry about that. We've got the money there to fix it. And that's why the savings is there. And I hope y'all agree with me. You don't want it to run out. You don't want to have to go to the Quorum Court and ask them to take some money out of the general fund and put it over in the road fund as has been done in the past.
About lack of stop signs, and he wants an answer to his question on.
I want to answer to it.
Yes,
Why they can't do it?
Okay, who's up next? Judge? Larry? All right, Larry. Give him a minute.
Again, that question doesn't seem to be directed at me because I'm not the judge. So, only thing I can tell you is we have different ways of organizing, and I've been in the Marine Corps 24 years. And like I said, been in shops a long time. I know about leadership and I know about organization. And my plan was to have somebody that was on permanent detail, and that's all they were going to do with signs. They were going to carry to find out what signs they need to put up every day, and every day that's all they were going to do. I think that's how it used to be when Mr. Easley had it, and I think that's the way it needs to be again.
Thank you, Larry. Judge?
I don't have a problem putting up stop signs. I'll need to come see where that stop sign needs to be.
You go down 24 till you come to the first yard curve, and then you'll be there. The woman done had her fence run down 3 times. Done took her fence, now took it back in.
And I believe that man was drunk, but I can't get drunk, but I can still put up a stop sign.
That woman's fence Okay, okay, I understand.
You just spend a little of that money, put up 3 signs, you might save somebody's life.
Okay, I'll put up 3 signs if I see they need to be there. That's sure gonna happen.
Well, if they get somebody gets killed there, you can sure rest assured, if I ain't dead, I'll be there. And testify for it.
We appreciate your spirit. All right, now, I want to barge in here and answer that in the future. Judge is up first.
You wanna ask me about cooperation with the city?
Yes, sir.
I know the city, and the city knows me. We cooperate as much as we can. I know my funds that I get turned back money from the state to fix county roads. They get turned back money to fix city streets. We have a juvenile detention center that they don't want to cooperate with anymore, so the county takes that on a full road. We pay the juvenile detention center claims. I have no problem with the city. If we come out on a county road and we run into a city street and there's 2 more potholes, we'll go ahead and fix those 2 more potholes, but not a whole street. I have no problem with the city.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Larry?
That just ain't gonna get it. Okay, the only way that the county or the city can grow is they have to work together. If it takes new leadership to make it happen, then that's what needs to happen. One hand washes the other. You can't have growth, and growth means jobs. You can't have growth if you got on feuding all the time. Yeah, the city didn't want to pay for the JDC, they're part of it, but you know what? It's in the county. We all got to work together. And the way I look at it is, if we don't work together, we're going to stagnate. And I think at least bi-monthly, all mayors in the county, the judge, the sheriff, chief of police, union president of the fire department, and fire chiefs should all sit down and discuss growth, and see what they can do, working together to make this county and this community a better place to live.
Let me ask something about how the county works with the county jail. Because I can tell you this, from my understanding, the county jail had a lot of problems a long time ago, and those have dried up. And I just want to ask in general about, you know, how well they work with the county jail, how they fund it, what the challenges are there, and ask them about that for about a minute. Please go. Judge?
The county is run by the money part. If you the quorum court is 11 members and they're like the banker. They give the money or they don't give the money, and then it's turned over to whoever is over that part. The sheriff, he takes care of the jail, he takes care of the inmates, he takes care of the guards, everything. The sheriff's department. I am a person that takes care of the buildings, the things, but once the quorum court has turned the money loose to me, they give me my go power. So to make it real simple, the judge he does the work, but the quorum court actually hands you the money or don't hand you the money.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Judge. Larry?
I agree with everything he said except for one thing. There's one major factor on why that jail's in the shape it is now, and the reason it's doing so well, and that's Mr. Ron Stovall. I think we give him a hand.